Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and now I'm going to scold you. Just joking. I know we've all been there. We've been procrastinating, and suddenly it really strikes us that, man, there are only 3 days left before this exam and I haven't done anything to prepare for it. Well, I've been in that situation, and I actually was in that situation for my jamb, so I understand what you're going through, and here is how I really overcame. It's a very bad habit, stop it, but I'm not here to judge you. I'm just here to teach you how to go through this period. So let's get started. So there are only 3 days left to the examination, and the very first thing you want to do is give yourself the talk, the motivation talk. You need to find some hardcore motivation, because the next 3 days are not going to be funny. You're going to feel like giving up. You're going to wonder why you're even bothering. You're going to work so hard and you're probably not going to sleep 7 hours a day. You need this motivation to keep you through. What happened was that I saw a video on YouTube on how this guy really prepared for jamb, and that was when it hit me that I haven't done half as much as I should have. So I used 3 days to really get into my books, and the results really paid off. So first thing is getting motivation. Why are you doing this? Why should you do this? And why would you not give up on this? So you have 3 days and you have 4 subjects, but you're not going to dedicate 1 day for each subject. The second thing you should do is identify the subject that you need extra help in, the subject you know you are not good at, the subject you know will probably bring down your scores. So in as much as you're not ignoring the other 3 subjects or the other 2 subjects, you're kind of elevating the importance of this or these particular subjects, and you want to focus 90% of the time and your energy. But, and a very big but, do not disregard the other subjects, because this was what happened to me. I focused so much on physics and I was like, oh, math is easy, I can do math. And what happened is that my physics score was way higher than my math score. And same thing goes for chemistry. I focused more on chemistry than English, and my chemistry score was like up here and my English score was like down here. There was a huge gap between them. So I want you to focus on the subjects that are tough for you without ignoring the ones that aren't. So now that you've identified the subject that is giving you headache, you need to then do what I call the big chunk review. And what do I mean by this? You want to go through your notes from SS1 to SS3. This review is like so important because you want to know everything. You don't want to have any knowledge gap. You don't want to go and see a subject or a topic that you haven't even done, haven't even thought of. So you need to do the big chunk review. Go through your notes, and when I mean go through, I mean study them in detail. So this is what you do in day 1. And you know you're not doing it for only one subject. You're doing it for like 2 to 3 subjects, depending on the ones that are difficult for you. And you have to be fast. You have just 3 days, so you can't pity yourself. You can't say, oh, I'm so tired, I can't really do this. You have to put in the bones. So it's not going to be easy, I'm not going to lie, but you have to do it. And what you're basically doing is, number 1, getting a solid foundation of the things you already know. So solidifying your knowledge about the ones you're already familiar with, and getting familiar with the topics that you haven't even treated at all. As you are going through your entire notes, I want you to pinpoint the topics you don't really know much about, or the topics that really seem kind of familiar but you don't really know much about. I want you to pinpoint the topics, or topics you feel like you didn't really get and you need to come back to. This is really important. When you pinpoint it, after you go through your review of the entire topics, you remember, keep in mind, you are not going back to the topics that you did not write down. So the topics you write down are the ones you go back to. So in your day 2, I want you to go through those topics you are not familiar with, read them, study them, do past questions on them, use your textbooks, get full mastery of the topics those specific topics that you do not know. Then on day 3, I want you to review, and review again. I'm not encouraging you to have any spillovers from day 1 or day 2, because if you follow this per day, by day 3 you should be like a little more relaxed, because you've gone through everything and you've revised and everything. You're supposed to be ready for the examination. But just in case you have a little spillover, you finish your notes, you finish whatever spillovers you have on the previous days. But day 3 is for you to really review, attempt past questions, and also it's time for you to focus on the subjects that are easy. So you can maybe do past questions on your easy subjects. You can read and study for your easy subjects, so that you will not end up doing well on the hard subjects and doing lower or less on the easy subjects. That is how I personally studied for JAMB. In 3 days, it is possible, and you can do it too at this point. So I'm sure your parents will give you enough time to study, and even if they don't, you can always make out time. We wish you a very, very happy examinations. I want you to go in there with fight mindset that yes, I can do this. And even if you don't feel 100% ready, just know that you can do it. And that mindset will legit see you through the examination. Don't forget to pray, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.